to tell Chuck no. He's out of control. He's out of control. All right. Did you get a streaming, Chuck?
We are now streaming.
He's not
It's
quite sure.
buffering. It's buffering.
Buffering.
It's buffering.
It's buffering.
That's what she said. There we go. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch now. Sorry about the delay, everybody. We
All right.
had some technical difficulties.
I'm trying to refresh it and see. Oh, yeah, we got the
There we
red
go.
circle. We're live.
There we
Good
go.
morning on Facebook. We accidentally started early, which might not be a bad thing.
Which, it's better than the usual starting late, I guess. Maybe.
All right. We covered weather. Going to be a nice day, partly cloudy today. Then we got sunny Saturday to catch people up who just joined us online. Sunny Sunday, sunny Monday. Temperatures in the low 70s. And going to be a nice weekend. There you go. Let's see. Let's move on to what the kids are eating for breakfast and lunch. Chuck, you needed me to take care of that, or do you have it?
I think we're all good. We are
Okay.
sailing through now.
All right, up and running. I love it.
Yep.
All right. You do breakfast and lunch, and I'm going back to my coffee.
All right, sounds good. All right, I'll see you later. All right, so this morning for breakfast, the kids are having a cold variety of cereal, parfait or French toast sticks, or super bakery bread. Now, this month they switched it to or, so I don't know. I was told before it was sort of a continental breakfast type thing, and I don't know if they get their choice now. Maybe they just say point at the.
I think that means you can choose either one.
Yeah,
You could choose cold cereal or a parfait, or parfait or French toast sticks or super bakery bread. And sometimes, I remember when I was in school, if you're really sweet to the kitchen staff, sometimes something extra happens. That's all I'm saying.
You get an extra piece of garlic bread. Yeah,
I'm just saying. Yeah, it could happen.
Or maybe for lunch you might get an extra piece of orange chicken with rice and fruits and veggies.
Okay.
There you go.
Excellent.
There you go. I don't want to confuse people because it is not today. It is tomorrow. But they say KFC Famous Bowl. Do they actually have KFC deliver?
All the way from Spokane. It's cold breakfast, but it's chicken, so it's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. It is a Thursday, and as we move on to community events, I'm going to roll out our first one, which is off of our website. If you go to the kchw.org or northernlightspublicradio.com, you've got a couple options there to post announcements to us. You can even attach a file. So that's a way to get them on. We always tell people to put it on the chamber website, too, because everybody uses that one, and it's a great source for the community. But you can go ahead and drop them directly to us, too, to make sure we get it. This one was for the Chihuahua Food Bank. Of course, it is Thursday, so that means the food bank is open from 10 to 2. But there's something a little different today. DSHS is going to be there with their mobile office today while the food bank hours are going on, so between 10 and 2. They're all going to be able to, on-site, and this will help you if you don't have a car and you need assistance. They're able to issue ID vouchers and EBT right there on the site. You can also drop off paperwork, make changes, and complete a review. And that'll all happen in conjunction with the food bank today. So there you go. Yeah, now, you had the ladies on yesterday, right?
Yes.
And I'm sure you've got the lowdown of what's coming our way this weekend. So I'm going to flip it back to Chuck.
Yeah, we got a ton of stuff going on this weekend. First of all, today, you just said the food bank is open. For the singers out there, Craig Meyer Karaoke is at the Oasis tonight from 8:30 to 11. Tomorrow morning is the Chihuahua Chamber of Commerce meeting over at the casino at 7. Adult pickleball, as long as it's not raining, I guess. Maybe they will play in the rain. It's going to be up at the golf course from, I just blocked it, 9 a.m. to 11:30. The farmers market happening from 11 to 3:30. And we will be there with my bucket of kazoos, selling y'all kazoos for Saturday. Now, those kazoos also double as a raffle ticket. The business that's out there that sells the most kazoos gets a free month of sponsorship right here on KCHW if you're out and about. Yeah.
Woohoo! Yeah.
At the restaurants, both pharmacies, a bunch of other places have little kazoo displays. And those are going to benefit KCHW. And the numbers on the bottom of those, like I said, also are your raffle ticket. And we've got some.
Don't peel it off.
Yeah, don't. Well, it's just written on with markers, so don't rub it off. When you're a good tip is, like myself, if you carry a kazoo around in your pocket with you, put a piece of Scotch tape over that number, and it'll keep it from getting rubbed off. Yep.
Fried Surprise, surprise.
I'm not surprised that Chuck always has a kazoo in his pocket.
You know, you ever like see like what was it? Let's Make a Deal or something. Where they randomly surprise audience members and have them stand up and say random things like, "If you have a kazoo in your pocket, you win $100." You can't be too prepared, and you never know when you're going to need to make a surprise announcement. Like we have lots of great prizes. Yeah, we've got stacks of gift cards from local restaurants, local businesses. We've got T-shirts. We've got ski lift tickets. We have 4 ski lift tickets to give away.
Whoop, whoop.
We've got artwork from KS Brooks. We've got artwork from Julie Everson. She does these really great glass and repurposed thing embedded window panes that you hang in your windows like sun catchers. They're actually gorgeous pieces. Yeah, we're getting all kinds of stuff. If you want to donate something, you can contact us and we'll get that out on Saturday. We're going to be doing those giveaways all day long. And the Kazoo Parade is at 5:30. We're going to talk about that in a minute.
All right. Did you hit up Val for an art donation? She would have done that. I bet you forgot.
Oh, I didn't. I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if she'd run up there before Saturday, so you might be out of luck.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. You told me to do that, and I totally forgot.
Yeah. You're supposed to hit up my sister.
I will. I forget she doesn't.
That's right. Can you blow your kazoo one more time?
You bought apples in the toilet, and you like it.
Wow.
So every time you insult me today,
okay,
I threw away the one that says "Shut up, Wesley," and I have this.
You bought apples in the toilet, and you like it.
So don't pick on me, Chuck.
At least I clean it first. That makes it okay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry to interrupt you.
People are so squeamish. Gosh, it's a bleach-based cleaner. It's fine. No, so then Saturday. Oops, I'm covering up your face there, Scott. Didn't mean to do that.
That's all right.
So Saturday we have Fall Fest. This starts at 11 a.m. There's going to be a car show over behind the McCunn Gallery on Main. There's going to be music all day. We've got a great lineup of musicians happening throughout the day. I'll get to that in just a minute. There's also going to be a beer garden. There's a cooking demonstration. Like I said, a car show and a bike show. It says here on the poster there's some things that didn't quite happen. There's no axe throwing contest or wood carving, but there's going to be lots of vendors. We're going to be doing some stuff to support local restaurants. They're all going to have to-go options that are going to be quick and easy to go, and you can sit out in the street and enjoy the music, have a beverage, and listen to this amazing music that we have for you. Let me see if I can get that music up. And the Firefighter Olympics is happening in the park from starting at noon. And then you come on back down, and there's 30, 40 vendors that are going to be lined up in the street.
Wow.
It's
so happening in the park and downtown.
Happening in the park and downtown. So those Firefighter Olympics are going to be happening in the park. And once those are over, then everything will move back downtown. And though the Firefighter Olympics, I believe they said they're probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe by the time they get done with the award ceremonies and everything.
Don't be late.
Yeah, don't be late. You're going to miss it if you blink. So, and then
all right. And what time is the Kazoo Parade?
The Kazoo Parade is at 5:30. We're all going to meet in front of the stage, and we're going to have a little sort of lesson and learn a couple songs really quick, and then we are going to do that parade out there.
All right.
So yeah, we'll march around the parade festival or the festival grounds, playing our kazoos.
Remember one thing, Chuck, about play that kazoo like the wind blows.
Yeah.
Okay. But without all that noise.
Play it like you mean it. Play it from the heart. No, with all the noise. Okay. And I have our lineup of musicians right here.
Okay.
First of all, at the car show stage from 12 to 1 is going to be just plain Darren off to the side. But then starting at 11:30 on the Toyota main stage downtown is Jacob Van Now. He's going to be, you know Jacob. Yeah. So, he's going to be kicking things off for us with sort of a mellow down acoustic set, which
nice.
I've seen him play multiple times.
Jacob loves Chihuahua. He's
does.
from Spokane. He's an amazing artist. Is it just Jacob, or is Ray Northwest showing up with him?
It's just Jacob. He might bring him for fun.
Okay, okay.
So
Um, yeah, yeah. What a great artist, and um, we brought him to Chihuahua. The radio station did maybe 8, 9 years ago
hmm
now, and he just keeps coming back. I love it. I love it.
yeah,
Excellent.
yeah. Talking with a guy, what a just a phenomenal person. He's really a great guy. I really, really like
So
him.
upbeat,
Yeah,
so upbeat,
yeah.
great energy, great music. I love the combo that him and Ray when they perform together,
hmm
of hip hop and classic rock that they do. It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
All
All
right.
right. Then from 12:30 or from 1 o'clock to 1:45 is going to be the Stevens County Stompers. Including in that group is a two-time national champion clogger, which of course even bigger deal than that. She was the winner of 2024's Chihuahua's Got Talent, Hannah Johnson. Yeah. So
All right.
the whole Stevens County Stompers group is going to be performing. Then from let's say from 2:15 to 3:15, Two Stones One Bird is going to be performing. That is the McQuain's newest iteration of a band. That is an all original band, not doing any covers. So that's
Ooh. All
exciting.
right.
Oh, and I missed one. So I missed one before then. So the Taekwondo kids are going to be doing a demonstration shortly before 1. They're going to be doing they're having their demo team out, and then they have another event coming up a little bit later here. So that would be actually after Two Stones One Bird, before Old Souls and Antiques plays at 4. They're having an anti-run. So what this anti-run is, you sign up and you pay a kid, one of the Taekwondo kids, to run for you while you kick back, enjoy a beverage in the beer garden, and watch them run. And you yourself can win a medal. So
I do the same thing.
yeah,
I pay my neighbor to exercise for me and go over and watch them.
exactly. So it's the best of both worlds. And then once again, from 5:15 to 6:30 is that kazoo parade that we're going to be having marching around town, and the kazoos will be on sale right up until that moment of the parade. So if you
No
don't
reason
get
to
your
mess out.
if you don't get your kazoo now, they will be available. But get them now or get 20, and pass them out to the kids in the neighborhood.
Wow, what an amazing event. You guys have put
Yeah,
so much together again. I
and
love
then
these happening every quarter. Wow,
they are
wow.
great.
And the music sounds phenomenal. What a great day. All right,
And then
Saturday in the park, and it's going to be sunny
yeah,
and relatively cool. So how comfortable is that?
right.
No excuse not to get out with your community members.
Well,
One more thing
there's
coming up
there's
that
still more
night.
bands. There's still 2 more bands. So
Okay,
so
keep going because I see something for the American Legion
sorry, yeah,
too.
yeah. From 6 to 7 is Fool's Paradise, with the Bergman family here locally. And
Okay.
then from 7:45 to 9:30, I'm really excited about this one. Max Daniels in New Jack City is going to be performing. Do you know those
Wow.
guys?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
He is
Wow.
amazing. The voice on that guy is phenomenal. He really works a crowd too. And
Okay.
they rumor has it that Forrest Governor might get up and join him for a few songs. So
Cool.
yeah,
All right. All right.
there we go. And I made it through, Scott.
All right,
It's
and
a
then
lot.
we have American Legion having a Fall Fest fundraising dinner. It says between 12 and 7. I don't know. That seems like a long range time for a fundraising dinner, but maybe they're serving food all day too.
Well,
Yep, 12 p.m. to 7.
that's how I
Hot
like
dog.
to eat, Scott.
Yeah, American Legion Post 54 having a hot dog or baked potato bar, $7 with a soda or
hmm
water, $10 for a domestic beer. Let's see, Saturday, October 5th, it opens at noon and will run
hmm
till 7 o'clock. So you got food at the American Legion along with all those other restaurants downtown
Yep.
too. Door prizes with each meal purchase, family games in the parking lot. All are welcome for the American Legion Post Day.
There you
Wow,
go.
all are welcome in the hall. So
Yeah.
very, very nice. All
Yeah,
right.
we talked about that yesterday. They're doing that for the Fall Fest. So
You don't
so
have to
good
be
on
a
them.
member. Yeah,
And
very good.
anybody driving by, Scott, you haven't been able to see this. They are working on redoing the front of the American Legion building. They've stripped it all down. They've cleaned it off. They've re-stuccoed the front of it, and now they're painting a big mural on the whole front of the building. It's looking really nice.
It needed a facelift. Good for them. Good for
It
them
did
too, and it'll draw new attention. And that's a group that always needs support as well.
always.
Uh,
And
it
also
even continues.
so the
Go
car
ahead.
show the car show is a fundraiser for the American Legion as well,
Good, good,
or
good.
I should walk that back. It's either for the American Legion or for the vets, but
Okay,
I'm not sure
but it
which
is a
group. Yeah,
fundraiser.
yeah,
We'll at least get that out there.
yeah, yeah.
All right. Is that it for Saturday? We got one thing
Um,
on Sunday too.
That's also I just want to point out too that the Fireburgers are going to be there. The golf course, the Rusty Putter is going to be down. also with a booth selling food because they are also part of our local, food
But they're
group.
way up
So
there. So
yeah, they
that
are.
works out. All right.
Yeah,
All
and then
right. Go ahead.
I was gonna say then the fun continues. The Half Century Bicycle Tour is happening the next
That's
day.
what
I
I was
think that's what you're gonna get to. Um,
Yep.
it's not on this calendar, but there's also events happening up at the brewery, or not the brewery, the ski hill as part of this event. It's the next day. It's part of the Rocktoberfest happening up at the ski
Okay.
hill the next day.
All right. So that bicycle tour, if you want to get involved in it, is Sunday morning. Starts at 10 a.m. from the city park. You'll enjoy the beauty of fall countryside. All ages are welcome for this. There's several routes, 8, 10, 25, or 50 miles for those really brave people. $20 registration, $40 with a T-shirt. And this is brought to you by the Lions Club.
Mm-hmm.
And those funds stay local and help support people in our area with vision and hearing problems. You can sign up for this if you want to by calling Margie. And her phone number is 509 951 8154. 509 951 8154. Let's call it right now and see if her and Tom are awake.
There we go. I know her.
Registration, if you want to do it in person, starts at, excuse me, 8:30. There you go.
I was listening to Tom's show the other night, and man, what a great show he had the other night. He had some really like he sort of was highlighting some crooners, and he did these really it was just a really this mellow, nice crooner evening. I loved it. Good stuff.
All right, let's run through a few news headlines, and thank you, Chuck Ritchie, for the lowdown on Saturday. Man, that is a full day. It's like going to Disneyland. How are we going to do it all?
I don't know how we did all that. It's a lot.
You did it all in one big breath.
Right? And Sunday, after we get cleaned up and go home and take a nap, maybe the numbness will wear off.
Yeah, you probably won't have a voice next week, huh? Down there shouting the whole time.
I'm shooting to make it to the end of this one. The last 2 festivals in a row, I have lost my voice by the end. But I'm doing some vocal exercises this last couple of weeks to work things up to it.
All right. Well, checking Facebook, Donna has just flown in from the Chihuahua Municipal Airport, and man, her arms are tired.
I knew it. I knew you were going to go there. Thank you.
Sorry, Donna, you can't give me easy ammo.
Thank you for doing it so I didn't have to, Scott.
Thank you for checking in this morning. All right, let's see. I've got to mute my mic for a second. I feel a cough coming on.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Now, I am ready for the news. All right. A new filing from DOJ Special Counsel Jack Smith lays out fresh allegations that former President Donald Trump attempted to overturn the 2020 election for personal gain. The 165-page document was submitted to the judge overseeing the case, and he can decide whether Trump can be charged after the Supreme Court ruled in July that presidents are immune from criminal prosecution for official acts. The details, I read this. There's like 11 different areas that are all full of brand new charges.
Wow.
Filing accuses Trump of leading multiple criminal conspiracies, including interviews with key figures, including former Vice President Mike Pence and Trump's former Chief of Staff Mark Meadows. One of the most damning things I think was the recount of when they came in and told him that they were hunting Mike Pence in the Capitol, and Trump's response was, "So what?"
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow. All right. What's next? Trump, who called the filing a hit job, of course, has asked the judge for extra time until November 21st. Yeah, I want to get it well past that election for sure. I'm busy.
Man.
All right. Let's see. Lionel Messi, the most decorated player in the history of professional soccer, won his 46th trophy after lifting Inter Miami to clinch the MLS regular season title with a 3-2 win over the Columbus Crew. We don't talk about professional soccer very much here, but there you go.
No, we don't. That's a lot of trophies.
Yeah. That is 46.
I bet his mom is proud.
Georgia officials warned that Atlanta residents would likely see haze and smell chlorine today after a fire that ignited on Sunday at a chemical lab was extinguished. They said it'll probably dissipate by tonight. President Biden and Vice President Harris visited Helene-stricken areas and reaffirmed federal support yesterday after that hurricane. And a new report officially confirmed the cause of the Maui fires last year as well. And 2 new hurricanes forming the Atlantic. One is called Kirk, And then the other one's a girl name, and I can't remember who she is, but yeah, you know those hurricane girls, they're always trouble.
Oh, they are.
Hmm. All right. Of course, if you were listening to the news this morning, Israel airstrikes continued in Lebanon yesterday, including in Beirut. Israel said 8 soldiers who were killed in ground combat a day after Iran launched its largest ever assault on the country. Israel's promised to respond. They're fighting a war on multiple fronts, which not as war's a bad idea, but
Always.
fighting it on multiple fronts, you're surrounded by enemies, and you're making them mad.
Yeah.
Scary.
You know, I heard of this is an actual sport, Scott. It's actually becoming a thing that I think is a good way to solve our country's problems, or all of these countries' problems. I know I've talked before. Let's get all of our leaders together and have them sit down over a nice game of chess.
Yes.
We could have legions of chess boxers. And what this is you stand up in a ring, you pummel each other for 2 minutes, and then you sit down and you play chess for 2 minutes. And then the timer goes off, and you stand up and you pummel each other for another 2 minutes until one of you wins the chess game or gets knocked out.
And then the other person gets your land and all your resources.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or, the pink slip to your car. Yeah.
Couple more in sports. Baseball. Mets face the Brewers. Last of their wild card series game, 7:08 Eastern on the Major League Baseball app. Also, Thursday night football. Buccaneers play Falcons, 8:15 Eastern on Prime Video. And a new season of Law and Order has dropped. Law and Order SUV premieres tonight.
Is that SUV or SVU?
Yeah, it's a new one. It's a SUV. It's just a bunch of people driving around in a sport utility vehicle.
Law and Order,
Just saying.
Eddie Bauer version.
These leather seats are so nice. All right. Let's see. A couple news stories. They have mapped a fly's brain. Right. And much like mine, they can hover. The males can sing love songs to woo mates, and their brain tinier than a pinhead.
Aww.
See how it's the same as me?
I thought maybe they were finally getting into how politics works in America.
Ooh. Now, for the first time, scientists researching the brain of a fly have identified the position, shape, and connections of every single one of the 130,000 cells and 50 million connections. It's the most detailed analysis of a brain of an adult, they say animal, but okay, insect ever produced. One leading brain specialist, independent of the new research, described the breakthrough as a huge leap in our understanding of our own brains. One of the research leaders said it would shed new light on the mechanisms of thought. Ooh, what are those connections, Chuck? How do the signals flow through the system that can let us process the information to recognize your face, that lets you hear my voice, and turn these words into electrical signals? Well, it's the mapping of the fly brain that's really remarkable and will help us get a real grasp of how ours work. We have 1 million times as many brain cells and neurons than the fruit fly, which was studied. So how can the wiring diagram of an insect brain help scientists learn how we think? All right, here's what they say. Magic. It says that shape and structure holds the key to explaining how such a tiny organism can carry out so many powerful computational tasks. Developing a computer the size of a poppy seed capable of these tasks is way beyond the ability of modern science, but that's what a fly brain is. They say it'll help researchers trying to better understand how a healthy brain works. In the future, they hope that it'll be possible to compare what happens when things go wrong in our brains.
Oh.
Which I'd be a great case study for that.
A computer the size of a would you say a poppy seed?
Yeah.
That's equal parts sounds great, but man, if you're accidentally cleaning off your desk, you're gonna lose that thing all the time. How do you plug a USB into that thing?
It says, why are this added to the story about their brains? Why are flies so difficult to swat? The vision circuits that they have detect which direction your rolled up newspaper is coming from and immediately passes the signal onto their legs.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like it.
Same thing when somebody takes a swing at me.
I always wish I had the reflexes of a fly. Yeah.
People ages 18 to 44, your heart attack rates are skyrocketing. And they say there's 4 reasons why. Number 1, obesity. Adults under 50 are by no means the only age group affected by so-called the obesity epidemic, but experts suspect their cardiovascular health may be impacted more dramatically than that of older generations because of the way they eat. Right? Let's see. Number 2 reason, COVID. Just like the story I told a few weeks ago about Val that she had shared on a Tuesday about going into can't remember what the term is for it, but when your heart starts beating out of control,
AFib?
which is probably a precursor. Well, usually when you go into AFib, you don't come back out, but COVID damage to the heart and cardiovascular system, sometimes causing a dangerous form of heart inflammation called myocarditis, as well as attacking the lungs. So the third reason younger people are getting heart attacks are young men are lost in the healthcare system. Most men of all ages are more likely than women to suffer heart attacks, but young men, more of whom are now obese, diabetic, or both, with warning signs, may slip more easily through the cracks. And then the last reason should be obvious: smoking, diabetes, periods, and stress. Unique risk factors. Those are unique risk factors for younger women: smoking, diabetes, periods, and stress.
I do know that younger generations don't smoke near as much as older generations. It seems like each generation that comes by smoking is falling more and more to the wayside.
All right. Well, that's good news.
Yeah.
I hope vaping isn't increasing that.
I think actually that is, which is a problem in itself. The vaping is, when one of the biggest concern is a condition called popcorn lung. It doesn't sound very pleasant.
No. All right. As we head toward bits and breaks this morning, this is kind of a warm-up for that, I guess. It was a news story. I just grabbed onto it. It said 5 totally useless and random facts I learned this week, causing my brain to linger. Number 1, people touch their face 50 times an hour. 50 times.
That's a lot.
That'd be hard to focus on, and even since it's almost like an autonomic reaction, I guess. It'd be really hard to count that. The second earth-shattering thing this person learned: manatees have belly buttons.
Aw.
And after I saw the picture of it, I've been Googling animal belly buttons all morning.
That's why you were giggling when I got you on the call this morning.
All right, just so you know, you don't need to wait for a pineapple to be yellow to eat it. All right? It doesn't matter. And you put your feet in this. Mustard apparently helps with cramps.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like eating it or putting your feet in it?
Yeah, it shows a guy soaking his feet in a bucket of mustard. That's expensive.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me marinate on that for a minute.
Water. Yeah, just marinate your feet. And then go ahead and make that chicken.
You bake it anyway, right? This is why we don't do potlucks
mustard,
anymore, Scott.
Yeah, use honey mustard. That way you can cook afterwards.
Oh.
All right. And then this is disgusting. Little termites, right? Termite queens are gigantic, 6 to 7 inches.
Wait, what?
Termite queens.
Is this
6 to 7 inches?
Is this everywhere?
Yes. You don't see them because they're underground in the nest.
Yeah.
That
has to be not that can't be true. I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight.
I'm all itchy.
Oh man.
All right, moving on to bits and breaks. First thing, Chuck, before we take off on that, I've got one here for our first bits and breaks. Chuck, did you know that it's white people eating animals, not the legal immigrants from Haiti? Did you know this?
I didn't, Scott. No.
All right. Would you like to hear the proof?
I would like to hear this proof.
What are your specialties?
Cat burgers with catsup and chicken cacciatore.
See?
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know what the big deal is. I mean, have you never been to the South? They'll eat anything alongside the road, anything that moves.
Yeah, it's true.
Appalachia, yeah.
All right, here come the best tweets of the week. It's a back and forth with me and Chuck. And Chuck, you get to kick it off.
All right. So this person politely texted their neighbor saying they were having a party this weekend. It may get a little loud. The neighbor responded with, "I love parties. Thank you for the invite."
What do you do? I mean, do you actually, that wasn't an invite? Would you say that?
I guess it depends on the type of party. If it's a type of party where your neighbor might not look at you the same again, probably best to say, I was just kind of letting you
Like
know
if it's a
this.
Diddy freak off,
Yeah.
yeah, you want to let him know. Right.
Surely there's got to be a nice way to do that. Like, of course you're welcome to come, but this might not be suited for your particular tastes. So you might want to stay home. Yeah.
All right. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. Here's the setup for this one. Two creative guys having a conversation in 1710. Ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God, we should totally start a pamphlet.
I believe in the 90s they started calling those zines.
Yeah. Like I said, internet's been around for thousands of years. They used to call them books.
Right? Oh, this next one here, I looked super pretty last night. No pictures though. You're just going to have to take my word for it.
I was hoping you'd say that as yourself. I looked pretty handsome last night.
I did. I looked super pretty last night. I was saying it as myself. What are you talking about, Scott?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Sorry. No offense, man.
I can't look pretty, Scott. I'm not
You can
pretty
look
enough
pretty.
for you.
You are pretty enough.
Okay,
Well,
thank you.
not for me, but I'm sure for some people.
Thank you. Thank you.
I know one thing.
Oh, you smell like a winner.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. Having someone over to your apartment is too intimate for me. It's like, welcome. So this is all my stuff.
Right? Do you ever? It's fine. I don't care, but it's just sometimes a little strange. Do you ever go to somebody's house and the first thing they do when you go to somebody's house is give you a tour of the whole house?
Yeah, I think that's an old timey thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's at some points. Sometimes it's kind of charming, especially if it's like an old house or something that I actually want to see. But at the same time, I couldn't imagine bringing someone over to my house and then this is my child's messy bedroom. This is my bathroom. Ignore the smell. This is my bedroom. Ignore the smell.
Would you like to tour my single wide?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it might not be good in all situations.
This next one, I love this. The police got mad at me because I farted while they searched me. I'm scared.
If I ever get searched, I'm doing that.
Careful back there.
I like this one. This person tweeted, my daughter told me there's a small get-together at school on Friday, and I asked her, how small? And she replied, just you, me, and the principal.
Oh.
Ow.
Ooh.
What'd she do?
That's a great way to intro that, though. I love it.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, Scott, they stop carding you once the light has left your eyes. Wow.
The light has left my eyes, Chuck, because they don't card me anymore.
That is brutal. Wow.
Why didn't you use for my ID? Well, I could see the light has already left your eyes.
Yeah. I love that when you go into a place, they have the sign up, have your ID ready. So you have your ID ready and you go to hand it to them and they're like, nah. Wow.
Oh, that was brutal. Thank you, Chuck.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
I like this one. It's weird that when seltzer goes flat, it doesn't turn into regular water. You can still taste that something was done to it.
That's the quinine.
Ah.
Yeah.
Sounds poisonous. All right.
I think in high doses it is, Scott.
All right, here comes 4 things you didn't know yesterday with Mr. Smarty Pants, Chuck Ritchie.
Scott,
All right.
did you know the crocodile doesn't chew its food, it swallows it whole?
No, I did
Yeah,
not.
Yeah, much like me at a buffet.
I'm just a shoveling. I saw a video yesterday of a leopard dive into the river on top of a crocodile
Mhm. I've seen
and
that.
kill it and drag it out.
I've
That was
seen that.
impressive.
Is that a matter of desperation? Did it insult that leopard's mom? What could cause it to think that was a good idea?
And when he gets that leopard, I mean, he's underwater a good, I mean, when the leopard gets the crocodile, the leopard, when he dives in on top of it, he's underwater for a good maybe 30 to 45 seconds before his nose even pops up. And it doesn't seem even long enough to catch a breath. And when he finally comes up out of the water with that crocodile in his mouth, and he's worn out, so he just kind of just gets the head up on shore. He gives a big snort, and this whole giant mist of water comes out of the leopard's nose. It's pretty cool.
Wow. I bet.
It was an
I bet
impressive thing to watch.
I'm not a big fan of alligator, but I'm guessing crocodile probably tastes similar. I don't know. It kind of tastes like fish or chicken that's been soaked in fish juice overnight.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Ah.
but not in a good way.
No. Okay.
like a really dry chicken breast that's been soaked in fish juice.
Never tried.
Yep. The most densely populated state in the U.S. is New Jersey.
Huh, I thought that'd be the District of Columbia.
A study found that nearly 90% of women wear shoes that are too narrow.
Oh, ladies.
That sounds like a manufacturing issue. I'm reading nearly 90% of shoes available to women are too narrow for their feet.
Ouch.
Yeah,
Ouch.
that's what I read. Last one here. The average weight of cremated remains for an adult is between 4 to 6 pounds.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
a heck of a weight loss plan.
Information I didn't need to know.
Right?
All right. People are getting scared with the longshore shoremen strike.
Mm-hmm.
And there's concerns that we could run into loss of products in stores, which has already started to spur people hoarding toilet paper.
Already.
They're afraid it could explode.
Where's my toilet paper beeping?
All right. During tough times, we still splurge on certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Those include, see if you can add anything to this list or if you agree, Chuck. Toilet paper, toothpaste, toothbrushes, skincare, coffee.
Yes. You gotta make sure you have plenty of that.
It fights depression. So if you're like struggling, shoes. That's right. You always need a good pair of shoes. A large household appliances. That one kind of surprised me. If you're struggling, I might skip the large household appliance.
Well, hey, when nobody's in the stores, it's time to get that new refrigerator.
Okay. Laptops and computers, maybe because you're staying home more. I don't know. Smartphones, coats, pet food.
Yep.
I'm near bankruptcy, but you're getting Royal Canin.
That's right. That's right. Nothing but the best for you, sweetie pie.
That's right. Science diet all the way. I got a credit card. Laundry detergent, mattresses, makeup. So no matter how tight money gets, what purchase wouldn't you skip on, Chuck?
Coffee. I mean, there have been times when I have literally, like checked under the floorboards of the car, vacuumed up, go to the little change drawer I have in the laundry or in the bathroom, and coffee. I can't live without it.
I would have to, and it's probably more important than the coffee for me, half and half.
Oh.
Love half.
Oh yeah, coffee creamer, yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes, Chuck, I just chug it right out of the jug.
I can see that.
I really like Costco because they'll sell it in a half gallon.
I like it over peaches.
Ooh.
Peaches, a little bit of sugar. Toilet paper during COVID, we never ran out once. Everyone was fighting. Like some people were literally fist fighting over toilet paper in the stores. We had an online monthly subscription. They never had a low supply. They never ran out.
Wow.
Yeah, we had our case of toilet paper delivered every month, just like normal. It never skipped a beat. So
you might want to sign up again.
Yeah. Oh, we still do it. Yeah.
All right. Everyday dangerous tasks. So why don't you kick it off? We'll go back and forth on these, Chuck.
So what's more dangerous, lightning or hail? Lightning kills about 100 people annually in the United States, but there's only been one recorded instance of, get this term, a hail kill.
I'm actually kind of surprised by that.
I am too. Have you ever seen like in a extreme hailstorm, where there's hailstorms the size of tennis balls coming down in like a watermelon patch or a pumpkin patch or something, the damage it does to those fruits.
I've seen golf ball size, but
yeah.
never tennis ball.
Well, big hail balls. I mean, you've seen what it can do to a glass windshield or a. I remember seeing once in the Tri-Cities at a watermelon field. They had enormous hail, and I saw
Wow.
the videos and the footage and the pictures of it, and it was like somebody went out with a cannonball in that watermelon field and just destroyed every melon in the field. And I would imagine a person standing out there would have had a similar result.
That's why I'm saying I can't believe that there hasn't been a recorded death by hail, because I've seen it take out some, the roofs of cars and stuff.
Yeah.
And maybe I guess everybody gets in time before it gets too bad. That just
Maybe.
seems rather odd.
The hail, you say?
Whoa, Chuck, stop it.
Sorry. Sorry.
What's more dangerous in the backyard? Trampoline or swimming pool, Chuck?
Ooh, my first instinct wants to say the trampoline, but the pool itself is probably dangerous too.
So trampolines send more people to the emergency room, but pools kill more people. 1,000 Americans die each year in swimming pools.
Wow. Or in the case of our trampoline, nobody ever gets sent to the hospital because nobody ever actually uses it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or in my case, I'm so short, even a kiddie pool is a danger. Get my water wings. I'm getting in the kiddie pool, and I want to be safe.
Scott's in the kiddie pool with a floaty that's hanging out over both sides.
Oh, why is it hanging out over both sides, Chuck?
Because it's a tiny little kiddie pool and a big floaty. You're like one of those loungers.
Are you saying I'm a big floaty?
No, like one of those loungers that you inflate and lay down on.
Okay.
Laying across the kiddie pool. Yeah.
Okay.
That's probably that's what I meant by floaty. Or your shark shaped floaty. Scott's on there riding it.
Wee. It never happened, but that one time.
Right.
Okay.
And this next one here, I see this totally. What's more dangerous, bees or sharks? You're 50 times more likely to be killed by a bee than a shark.
Ooh.
And shark attacks. I guess maybe because I've since a kid I've been infatuated with sharks. Like a lot of kids are. Shark attacks are so incredibly rare. I mean, anytime anyone happens, it makes the worldwide news.
Yeah. They say though they are on the increase.
They are. I've noticed that. There's. It used to be there's one every 5-10 years maybe, and now it seems like every summer there's new reports of shark attacks.
Yep. But like you said, it is pretty rare.
Unbelievably rare. But bees are everywhere. A lot of people have allergies. Yep.
All right.
So stay away from Macaulay Culkin.
What's more dangerous than driving 20 miles an hour drunk or driving 90 miles an hour sober? All things considered, it's more dangerous to drive 90 sober than 20 drunk. First, the sober driver probably isn't going with the flow of traffic. Also, just the relative force involved in a 90-mile-an-hour crash is much greater than a 20-mile-an-hour crash. In saying this, I'm not saying you should drive drunk.
I was waiting for a twist to that one, but it was just basically 20 miles an hour is safer than 90 miles an hour.
That's right. All right.
Scott.
Thank you. Thank you.
What?
Similar vein for the next one.
Yeah. So what's more dangerous, a teen driver or a 90-year-old driver? You're probably better off riding with the old timer than the teen. Ooh. A small statistical sample indicated that the teen car crash death rate is about triple the older driver's death rate. Wow. Of course, chances are that 90-year-old is driving 20 miles an hour.
With a finger in their nose. All right. Me and Chuck can go back and forth on these. These are signs that we've figured out. Tell us that we're too old to be trick-or-treating. First one, I get winded from knocking on the door.
Hey. Whew. You got any candy?
And a puffer.
Yeah. Oh, this next one's gross. You have to have another kid chew the candy for you.
Oh. You ask for high fiber candy only?
You got any Metamucil back there? just put a scoop in my hand.
Yeah. Do they make Metamucil and lozenges now?
Ooh, they should.
Can't give those out.
Cherry flavored.
Kids will be running away.
when somebody drops a candy bar in your bag and you lose your balance and fall over.
When the door opens and you yell, "Tricker!" I can't remember the rest.
You have to carefully choose a costume that won't dislodge your hairpiece.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
And I am the only superhero in the neighborhood that uses a walker. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Mhm.
All right. This is kind of like, do you want to do the Etch-a-Sketch quiz?
I do.
Pretty easy.
I do.
All right.
I do. Okay.
So Ohio Art Company, makers of the Etch-a-Sketch, was founded 115 years ago this month, 1908. Etch-a-Sketch was invented in the 1950s, okay? But in 2016, Ohio Art Company was sold to a Canadian company called Spin Master. Off the internet, I found this tongue-in-cheek list of the most frequently asked questions for Etch-a-Sketch technical support. All right. So you're calling into technical support, Chuck, and you're going to give the answer. I'll ask the question, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
My Etch-a-Sketch has all these funny lines all over the screen.
Yes. Have you picked it up and shook it?
How do I turn my Etch-a-Sketch off?
Sir, you would pick it up and shake it.
Huh. What's a shortcut for undo?
Sir, what you want to do is you want to pick that up and go ahead and shake it for me.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. How to create a new document window?
Pick that up and shake it.
Okay. How do I set the background and foreground for the same color?
Hold on. Let me check the manual. Ah, yes. You pick that up and you shake it, sir.
Okay. And then what's the proper procedure for rebooting my Etch-a-Sketch?
Have you picked it up and shook it yet, sir?
No. All right. How do I delete a document on my Etch-a-Sketch?
You would pick that up and then you would shake it.
Okay. How do I save my Etch-a-Sketch document?
Sir, do not shake your Etch-a-Sketch. Okay.
There you go.
Is there anything else I can help you with, sir?
No, thanks. You've been very, very supportive.
Now, after the
And I
tone,
will-
would you be willing to take a quick survey about our customer service today, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. 1 second, please. Thank you.
Excellent, Chuck.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right, here comes Chuck with better names for food. This is from a gentleman named Nathan Piles. Come up with some alternative names for everyday foods and shared them on his Instagram. Go ahead, Chuck.
All right. Toast. That is scratchy hot bread, as opposed to bread, which is raw toast.
Woo.
Yeah.
That's not bread. That's raw toast. Get it out of here.
Yeah. Salad is a leaf bucket.
Totally.
Yep. Soda, tongue tickling bubble juice. I like that one.
Try that at the Quickie Mart today. Could I get a large one of those tongue tickling bubble juice in brown?
A blue one. Yep. Pepperoni pizza is peppermeat cheese 360.
That's a little tougher.
Right?
All right.
Breadsticks are wheat ones.
Ooh.
Wheat ones. Yeah. Wheat ones. Oatmeal. Hot. This really makes it seem less appetizing than the word oatmeal. Hot liquid lumps.
Oh,
Ew.
yeah.
Ew. I actually like this one. Potato chips are Spud Crusties. Would you like the jalapeno or the sea salt Spud Crusties, sir?
Oh, I think somebody should start a new potato chip company and call them Spud Crusties.
I would buy those.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I can't remember the name of them off the top of my head, but they're sold regionally. They're not around here. Mostly they're huge in the South. And they're potato chips, but they are like processed, reformed, and then fried potato chips. So they're like super light and fluffy. They're like made out of like mashed potatoes. So they're like airy and fluffy, and they're amazing.
I hate the what do they call them? Kettle chips?
Yeah, the ones that break
Or
your
there was
teeth.
that one brand, I don't know if they're still out there, that came out that were so hard.
Mm-hmm.
It was like eating razor blades.
Oh yeah, you ever get them
For your
turned?
gum.
Do you ever get them turned right side up and they like jab in your gums?
Oh, yeah.
Or the roof of your mouth. Whew.
Oh,
Yep.
painful.
Yep. Croissant is a rolled up bread moon.
Okay, I like it.
That's no moon. And a corn dog is a microphone surprise.
Because you're going to sing into it?
I guess. Or the other hand is the the cattails that you see growing along the roads and mucky areas.
Ooh.
Those are
Microphone
wild. Those are wild corn dogs.
Oh, that'd be great to tell one of your little kids.
There's a video on that of a parent that convinced his daughter that they were wild grown corn dogs, and she took a bite, and the thing expanded in her mouth, and just the stuff just started flowing out of her mouth. It was crazy.
Oh, hope she didn't have allergies.
Oh, right. Ooh, made
All
me
right, I was
sneeze.
digging deep because I know this next story, Chuck, is something that's close to your heart.
Mhm.
Okay. And I'm the best person, I think, to figure this out. What I'm presenting right now is 3 smart things about boogers.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I said it. Boogers. It's okay.
Boogers are the best, man.
All right. So boogers are good for you. One researcher argues that picking your nose and snacking on that haul is actually beneficial for your immune system. This is great news for the 91% of adults who admit to picking. An extensive study on nose fingering revealed that members of all socioeconomic groups have very similar rhino exploration habits.
Well, I mean, everybody picks, but eating it? Oh, no. No.
Like they call it nose fingering. Yuck. All right.
That has so many bad connotations.
Mining for nose gold could turn into a pathological disorder. Rhinotoxomania. That's called furious nose picking. That's what it stands for. Right. That's the medical term. Rhinotoxomania. Furious nose picking is the term used to describe obsessive compulsive digging, and it can lead to medical issues like repeated nosebleeds, a decrease in good nasal bacteria, and in rare cases, septum proliferation. Yeah. Wow.
Oh. Wow.
Nose gold. That's a new one. I've heard of nose goblins. Huh. What are some other booger nicknames, Chuck?
You've never heard about that nose gold?
Yeah, I have.
No, okay. King Tut had his own personal nose picker. Nose.
No, go ahead. This is great.
Nicknames? Oh, sorry.
I'll let you in on the
All
boogers.
right. So King Tut had his own personal nose picker. The young Egyptian pharaoh hired his royal assistant for the low price of 3 head of cattle and naturally food and lodging. He was too good to pick his own nose.
I need a personal nose picker. That's disgusting. Let's sum this whole thing up in one little montage.
The doctor said I wouldn't have so many nosebleeds if I kept my finger out of there.
Wait, I got it. You could play with your magic nose goblin.
What good is mining nose gold if I can't share it with the townspeople?
Everything and more.
I don't know if it would be a booger nickname, Scott, but the term for I guess that would be blowing your nose without a tissue, when you're outside and you just kind of let it rip on the ground.
That's disgusting. Yes, I know what you're talking
about. You know the term for that, yeah. The old snot rocket. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. I went there.
Wow.
Yep. I did.
All right. You feel like answering a few trivia questions?
I do, Scott. I'm ready. Man, I got a full 4 hours of sleep last night. I'm awake.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's burn it up then.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Usually me, but today Chuck.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
All right, Chuck, do this for an hour this weekend, and you'll burn about 170 calories, and it is not using your finger in your nose.
Is it sitting on the couch?
No.
Is it an exercise or is it an anti-exercise?
It's an activity. It is an exercise.
Does it involve sitting on your couch?
Well, maybe if you have a Roomba.
Is it vacuuming?
It is not vacuuming.
It's
more encompassing than that.
Is it cleaning?
It is.
Okay.
So if you clean the house this weekend, you will burn 170 calories. They obviously haven't cleaned my house.
I'm always when you look at the amount of calories you burn doing a certain thing, even if it's like an elliptical machine or jogging, it's always really depressing. Like it takes you 5 minutes to eat 1,000 calorie cheeseburger, but to burn off those 1,000 calories, you have to run on the treadmill for like 4 hours.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not fair.
All right. So lifting the cheeseburger to my mouth doesn't burn up anything?
Not enough, Scott. Not enough.
Oh, it's depressing.
That's why you eat 2 cheeseburgers, so you get double the exercise. Yeah. There you go.
Them.
There you go.
All right. There are 1.3 million of these in the U.S., which most people think is a million too many. What are they? Who are they?
Starbucks.
No.
No.
That's a good start, though.
Politicians.
No.
No. Police officers.
Now, this group of people was made fun of a lot. I want you to use your ninja intuition for your next answer.
My ninja tuition. There's 1.3 million of them. And that's too many.
A million too many.
A million too many. IRS agents.
Good try, but...
Ninja intuition tells me this.
Hello, you do not have ninja intuition. You do not even have normal intuition.
Wow. It's almost like
lawyers, Chuck. Lawyers.
Lawyers. Oh,
Lawyers.
man. How did I not get that one?
I don't know.
Should have known. I've never had really any interaction with lawyers, luckily, thank goodness. So
I've only ever had to hire one, and she was a good lawyer.
Knock on wood. Yeah.
Yeah. When the economy is bad, over a third of adults cut back on these, but doing so isn't healthy.
Oh, when the economy is bad, vitamins.
People are skipping this thing that they need to do because of the cost.
Gym memberships.
No.
Doctor visits.
Doctor visits. There.
Okay.
That was a tough one. I
There we
can't
go.
believe you pulled that out. Good job.
Going to the doctor is
All right.
expensive. Shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be, but it is.
Mhm.
Especially if you don't have that full coverage insurance or something.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Hole in the headline. So I'm going to give you a story headline, and you have to choose from 4 choices.
Okay.
Suspecting infidelity, a woman attacked her husband with a Nerf gun, a can of green beans, a shower brush, a bottle of sweet tea. What's your choice, Chuck?
I'm going to go with the can of green beans.
Can of green beans. Let's find out. A few years ago, a Louisiana woman taken into custody for domestic abuse charges after she allegedly attacked her husband with a Nerf gun.
Oh.
Yeah. Victim said his wife started an argument with him over suspected infidelity, brandished 2 plastic Nerf guns, and started to hit him with the guns, not shoot him. Victim said he ran out of the house to get away, but was chased down the road by his wife.
Wow.
I'd like to see that.
Right?
Yeah.
You don't have a video?
All right.
You don't have an audio clip of it?
I don't have an audio clip for
Oh.
that one. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh,
slacking
man.
a little today.
Man.
And I won't be back tomorrow with more, so that's the good part. All right, couple more questions, Chuck.
Mhm.
In a recent survey, a quarter of people said if there were 25 hours in a day, they would use the extra hour for this.
Oh, I'm going to go with sleep. I would sleep that extra hour.
No, sir.
No. They would spend more time on their phone scrolling Facebook.
No.
Because that's the honest answer.
You've already mentioned this as a choice in another answer that was wrong. What they would do.
Sit on the couch.
No.
Exercise.
Exercise.
Okay.
There you go. But you had so many guesses.
I know, right? I'd get there
was-
eventually.
Yeah.
No, you got the wrong number. This is 912.
But remember, Chuck, no matter whether you have the answer wrong or right.
Oh, you smell like a winner.
That's right. You always smell like a
I thought
winner.
you were going to say I'm still an idiot.
No, I would never say that.
You bob for apples in the toilet, and you like it.
But I would say that.
Right.
Wow. So why don't you pick out sound effects to insult me with, Chuck?
I should. I don't have any at the moment, but I
You have
should.
to come in early. That's why.
I know, right? or do
Okay,
it, or do it the day before.
Last chance to redeem yourself.
Okay.
I'm going to save the best one for last. This is answer wrong and win. There's only 3 of them. First one, Niagara Falls sits between what 2 countries? Niagara Falls sits between what 2 countries?
Well, that's Nigeria and Australia, plainly. Everybody knows about the falls between Nigeria and Australia.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
I think there's water between the 2 of those, but maybe not. All right.
And
When
in
traveling...
there are some falls somewhere in there. Yeah.
Okay. When traveling from the U.S. to the U.K., what's the fastest way to get there?
Oh, by paddle boat.
I'd like to see that too.
Yeah.
Good job. You know, they say in television and radio, you should always leave them wanting more before you go to break. So here you go, Chuck.
Okay.
On what part of the body, this is an answer wrong and win. On what part of the body do you apply chapstick?
And that would be on your beep.
Surprise, surprise.
That's what I got.
Oh, righty then.
Oh, wait.
We're
no,
going
no.
to break
Wait,
after that.
Let me re-answer it. That would be, you would apply that to your... Yeah.
Oh,
There we
look
go.
at you
Yep,
working
yep,
at the kazoo.
Yep.
All right, we're going to break. We come back. Local birthdays, celebrity birthdays, goofy holidays, much, much more. And we wrap it all up with the odd news. But you got to stay right here on Northern Lights Public Radio. We are KCHW 102.7.
This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Code name Hardhead.
Hat. Hard hat.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
What are your specials?
Cat burgers with catsup and chicken cacciatore.
It's 8:22.
Your KCHW morning show is made possible by donations from
Colville Toyota. Colville Toyota, located at 160 West 3rd Avenue in Colville, offers new and used vehicle sales and service. Vehicle sales is open 8:30 a.m. till 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, with a Toyota Express Maintenance Center open 7:30 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. More information on Colville Toyota's vehicle inventory and services is available at colvilletoyota.com. A small-town dealership with a big heart.
and by Chihuahua Flooring.
Chihuahua Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chihuahua Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Del Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at chihuahuaflooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at chihuahuaflooring@gmail.com.
This is KCHW 102.7.
The Public News Service Daily Newscast for Thursday, October 3rd, 2024. I'm Joe Ullery. Israel's assassination of Hezbollah's leader and Iran's missile retaliation have escalated the Middle East conflict to its most dangerous point since 1967. President Biden repeatedly warned of this outcome. Now, questions arise about how much the war will intensify and if U.S. forces will join directly. Hurricane Kirk strengthens with 85 miles per hour winds, heading northwest with no land threat. A tropical depression could develop in the Gulf of Mexico next week. Meanwhile, the Associated Press reports the death toll from Hurricane Helene's catastrophic flooding, wind damage, and destruction throughout southeastern states is over 175 people. New high-tech tools can now bust careless oil and gas drillers. Our Eric Galatis brings us the update.
The U.S. is the world's largest oil and gas producer, and it's also the biggest source of methane pollution. New federal and state laws now require energy companies to monitor and fix leaks, and many are lining up to test new tracking tools at the Methane Emissions Technology Evaluation Center in Fort Collins. Facility manager Ryan Brower says companies realize that lawmakers aren't messing around.
If you're under-reporting and you get caught, you were lying in some way. And then if you're over-reporting, you could be paying fines on gas that you didn't actually leak.
Reining in methane emissions is seen as critical for avoiding the worst impacts of climate change. The invisible and odorless gas is more than 80 times more potent at trapping heat in the atmosphere than CO2. Currently, methane emissions make up a third of all global climate pollution. This story was produced with original reporting from Jennifer Oldham for the magazine Sierra.
Advocates for Montana's indigenous population are pushing back against efforts to eliminate ballot collection on tribal lands. Many members of the state's 7 tribes live several hours from the nearest polling place.
The Montana Supreme Court has ruled 2 laws make it prohibitive for people living on reservations to reach a polling place or mail an absentee ballot before Election Day. The state is now asking the U.S. Supreme Court to review that ruling. Executive Director Ronnie Jo Horse says Western Native Voice collects ballots from tribal residents who face transportation and other hurdles that keep them from getting to a physical polling place, and adds that service was very important during the pandemic.
You know, we had a novel virus going around. A lot of people were afraid to leave their houses because Native Americans had a really high mortality rate than any other group in America.
The bills ended Election Day voter registration and third-party ballot collection services in Montana. But the state's high court ruled them unconstitutional and stopped them from taking effect. I'm Mark Moran.
This is Public News Service. New York colleges and universities are seeing the impacts of the Supreme Court's decision on affirmative action.
New data from Education Reform Now shows schools such as Columbia and Cornell universities saw black student admissions decline. However, national admissions data has been mixed, as some schools see more black and minority students admitted. Will Del Pilar with Education Trust says schools need to reevaluate what they value in admissions.
And then think about, what are the necessary attributes of successful students, not what are the attributes that we value in admissions that overwhelmingly tend to prioritize wealthier white students.
He notes some schools are masking or underreporting their admissions data by providing a percentage of minority students without breaking it down by race and ethnicity. Before the Supreme Court's decision, 9 states banned affirmative action in college admissions. Many studies show those states saw an increase in racial disparities in admissions and fewer minority students enrolling. I'm Edwin J. Vieira.
In Ohio and around the country, concert and sports fans are expressing growing frustration over rising ticket prices and hidden fees. Our Farah Siddiqui has the story.
In response, Congress is considering the Ticket Act, a bipartisan bill that aims to increase transparency by requiring ticket sellers to display all fees up front. Sally Greenberg with the National Consumers League highlights why she feels this issue is so important for consumers.
People in Ohio understand the frustration and the anger that you feel when you go buy a ticket. It looks like a reasonable cost. And all of a sudden, the fees add 30, 40, 50% of the cost.
If the Ticket Act passes, ticket vendors will be required to show the total price, including fees, at the beginning of the purchase process. While supporters such as Greenberg see this as a win for consumers, some in the ticketing industry argue the change could disrupt business models.
Now to Minnesota, where social behavior experts say teens have fewer spaces to gather with technology-driven isolation, complicating matters. It's more pronounced in places with documented violence, but a Minnesota project could keep some of these issues at bay.
This month, the organization Nonviolent Peace Force begins specialized programming at its community hub in North Minneapolis. Odell Wilson is a community peace builder for the group, says this dedicated space allows middle and high school students to participate in healing circles. And that's not all.
Certain days on a Saturday or a Thursday, we might have journals or painting to express yourself through the arts.
He also indicated they're planning to set up a music studio as another outlet for teens looking for social and emotional relief from any neighborhood tension. This youth programming space will sit inside the Gathering Hub Nonviolent Peace Force opened in North Minneapolis last year to foster meaningful conversations among community members. I'm Mike Moen.
This is Joe Ullery for Public News Service, member and listener supported. Find our trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
KCHW 102.7 FM, the music education station, is pleased to announce its first fully produced syndicated radio program that's available to public radio stations worldwide. It's called Swinging with Dr. Jazz, and you can hear it locally at 6 p.m. every Sunday night, right here on Northern Lights Public Radio. Each episode features 6 swing-era bands from the 30s and 40s. Swinging with Dr. Jazz, Sundays at 6 on KCHW 102.7 and online at northernlightspublicradio.com.
Come on, Chuck. You can't just swim, eat grapes, and play around all the time.
Yes, I can. No.
Yes, we can. All the Chucks.
See that the humans remain entertained until the end.
That is right. Welcome back to the KCHW Morning Show. You will be entertained to the very last drop. Welcome back,
till
Scott.
the end of the show.
Right.
Not at the end of the world, anything like that.
Right. Just for the next. Only 29 minutes, Scott.
Oh, we better hurry then.
Right. 29 and counting.
How about some local birthdays? That'll burn up at least a minute.
I know, right? So today on our Chula Valley Lions Club calendar, it is a lot. It's also a holiday today. Did you know that?
No,
it's Rosh Hashanah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's happening today. We got quite a few names on here today. We have for birthdays Owen Biancardi, Kelsey Herda, Linnea Lane, Micah Rose with birthdays, and then Alex and Kathy Mueller have an anniversary. There you go.
Right.
Happy anniversary and birthday, everybody.
If you see me around town, point and laugh, tell them we were talking about them on the radio.
Ha ha.
Ha ha.
Blow a kazoo at him. Something like that. There you go.
Are you walking around town all day doing that too?
No comment, Scott. No comment. I plead the fifth. Of course I am, Scott.
Some people carry a gun. Chuck carries a kazoo. Almost as dangerous.
This is actually my personal kazoo. This isn't even one that we're selling. See, mine has a lanyard on it.
Oh,
yeah,
fancy.
So I don't
kazooing.
lose it.
All right, celebrity birthdays for today. Chubby Checker is 83. Wow,
He's still around? He was like
He
back in the.
is.
I thought he was on the plane with Richie Valens. Who was that?
No. That was the Big Bopper.
The Big Bopper. Yeah. Okay.
Bopper, yeah. Lindsey Buckingham of Fleetwood Mac, 75. Tommy Lee of Motley Crue is turning 62. Gwen Stefani, a lot of musicians right here in a row. Gwen Stefani is 55. Nev Campbell, 51. I've been trying to date her for years. Lena
won't return
Headley,
your
Game of Thrones, 51. Same deal.
Mm-hmm. She won't return my calls either. I don't know what's going on.
Tessa Thompson from Creed and Valkyrie in the Marvel movies and Westworld, 41. Alicia Vakander from Tomb Raider and Ex Machina, 36. Ayo Elabire from the Bears, 29. Edabire? That's a tough one. And Noah Schnapp from Stranger Things is a mere 20, which takes us to history with Chuck Ritchie.
Just a baby. 1789, George Washington proclaimed the first Thanksgiving Day. That was a long time ago. 1863, Thanksgiving Day was declared as the fourth Thursday in November by President Abraham Lincoln.
Okay.
Who knew there was such Thanksgiving Day history on a random day in October?
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you have been able to answer either of those?
Absolutely not. Oh, but you know what? Because this week is, I think it was even, it's in October. Canadian Thanksgiving is in October. Apparently they do
Don't
celebrate
you say,
it
eh?
in Canada. What'd you say?
Don't you say, eh?
Yeah, I do. Well, don't you know we're gonna go out there and get one of them turkeys?
Don't you know?
Yeah, don't you know?
Not like cats in America.
Yeah. In 1960, the Andy Griffith Show premiered on CBS. It lasted 8 seasons and continues today in reruns. Ironically, in related news, Matlock coming back to TV. Did you see that?
Yes.
With Kathy Bates. Now,
yes.
Not a fan of courtroom dramas, not a fan of Matlock, but I would watch Kathy Bates read the phone book. So there's that.
No. I found Andy Griffith to be annoying across everything, and hated Matlock. My parents watched it all the time. I'd leave the room. It was a horrible show.
Exceedingly dull.
Boring.
Very
yeah,
dull.
Exceedingly dull. Why would you bring back one of the dullest shows on program? And the people that watched the original, they're mostly gone. I'm sorry. That sounds rough. Where is the audience for this show? Did they run it through any kind of filters? Because it seems like a bad idea to me.
It's for all the baby boomers and the Gen Xers who watch their parents and grandparents who would leave the room when it came on for nostalgia. So now they have a new show to leave the room for.
Look at I got an extra 50 minutes on Thursdays.
Right? Thank you, CBS. Thank
you.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
On this day, this was a big day in history. I remember the day. You probably know where you were, Scott. 1995, O.J. Simpson found not guilty of the murders of his ex-wife Nicole and her friend Ronald Goldman. An estimated 107 million people watched TV news coverage of the verdict. Simpson was later found liable in civil trial.
That was horrible.
We were sitting in class, and they actually announced it in the middle of class over the intercom in school.
No way.
They really did.
Like that was news for the kids?
It was. Hey, it was all everyone was talking about that whole year. So
wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Why would you do that at a school? There's some bad judgment going on there.
Well, why would you sit a group of first graders down in front of the TV to watch the first woman go into space? Never forget that one
Especially
either.
since space travel's fraught with problems.
Yeah. I'll never forget the awkward silence the next 10 minutes after that happened of just sitting there watching the news coverage of it. What just happened?
Not a good thing to show kids.
No. 2003.
It's a thing for the next day, providing it's successful. That's when you would show it to the kids and go over it.
Well, everyone was excited, and it was a teacher that was going into space, and all the teachers were excited. And I think it was every kid in every classroom across America was watching that live as it happened. Horrible stuff.
Yeah.
Moving on, 2003, Roy Horn of Siegfried and Roy was in critical condition following a tiger attack during a performance. The tiger, a 7-year-old male named Montecore, was debuting in his first show. Ooh.
Oh.
I remember that was a sad day. 2014.
I almost played that. I'm glad I didn't. I was going to play the cat burger thing.
Yeah, probably inappropriate time, Scott.
Okay, great,
Yep,
great,
yep.
great. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I didn't even bring it up.
Right.
Thank you. My new superhero power, Captain Inappropriate.
And his sidekick,
my
Awkward
outfit?
Boy.
My outfit is just a C on my chest and no clothes, but a cape.
Right?
Captain Inappropriate.
Wow.
You're picturing it, aren't you?
No, I'm trying not to. Where is the C? It's a lowercase C, though. It's okay.
This is what I shout. This is what I shout to the criminals.
It's your cheesy lot of second-hand electric donkey bottom biters.
See?
Okay, moving along. When a man's defense lawyer stopped in a Washington state jail to visit his client, it was discovered the inmate was missing. His escape had gone undetected for 2 whole entire days. Wow.
Wow, that's a big escape.
That's impressive, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2018, according to a study in the Journal of Medicine and Journal of Family Medicine and Primary Care, 259 people have died taking selfies since 2011. My response to that is that's all?
Usually happens on a road.
Yep, or the edge of something, or the edge of a steep drop off.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Take another step back.
Look, I'm gonna get a selfie of this train passing right by me.
Bye.
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. All right. Last one here. 2021, Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback Tom Brady became the NFL's all-time leader in career passing yardage.
Wow. I got nothing inappropriate for that.
After 48 years in the NFL. Unfortunately,
I'm
he
surprised
retired
he
by
didn't
his mid-century mark.
He didn't deflate anything. Are you sure?
I think after that first time, they were probably checking it like a hawk.
All right, on to goofy holidays and special events. As Chuck mentioned earlier, it is Rosh Hashanah. It is the new year in Judaism. The biblical name for this holiday is Yom Teruah. It is Yom Teruah. It is the first of the high holy days, and I probably pronounced that wrong, and I apologize.
So do you? And this is a legitimate question. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny or sarcastic. If you have Jewish friends, do you just not say anything? Could you wish them Happy New Year, happy Rosh Hashanah? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Anyway.
Somebody post so we know.
Yeah.
Educate. Yeah, educate us. We need all the help we can get.
Right.
All right.
And then some.
I'm moving on our goofy holidays. It's Bring Your Bible to School Day, Global Smoothie Day. Is that last one a violation of church and state?
What, Global Smoothie Day? No, probably not.
Okay. Latina Women's Equal Pay Day. Just stand around and look at the leaves day.
Right. Although
Girls.
I do think it's okay to bring your Bible to school. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but as long as they're not making you do it in class. Yeah.
Mean Girls Appreciation Day, Boyfriend Day, Butterfly and Hummingbird Day.
Oh.
Caramel Custard Day. Do those go together, caramel and custard?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
A Family TV Show Day. All right.
Okay.
Something Chuck's really good at, Poetry Day.
Oh.
Soft Taco Day, Techies Day, and good luck on this one, Virus Appreciation Day. Because
also...
we all know everybody likes a good virus.
I appreciate you and all you've done for humanity. Wow.
All the phlegm you've given me day after day.
You know, it's also this is also National Buy a Kazoo Week. I don't know if you've heard.
I haven't.
Yeah. It's true. Hey, you know what? So we did Lions Club calendar that we talked about the birthdays on a little bit ago. They are getting submissions next year for the new calendar.
Okay.
I was on the phone. I could have probably just called you, but I remember last time you couldn't remember off the top of your head what the date was. We did a little sleuthing, a little detecting, so we could get KCHW's birthday on the calendar for next year. And I think we've nailed it down to March 5th. Does that sound right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So we have, speaking of national holidays and celebrations for us all to celebrate, KCHW's birthday has been entered into next year's calendar for March 5th. So be prepared for that. There will be pancakes. Yeah.
All right. And how about the number for the day, Chuck?
The number for the day is 35. This is the number of hours of video uploaded to YouTube every minute.
All right.
35 hours a minute.
And we've been working on about an hour and a half of that upload right now.
That's right. In the last minute alone.
Yep. All right. Quick story here. I just found this. Major strike by thousands of members of the International Longshoremen Association on the East Coast and the Gulf Coast has led to consumer panic buying of toilet paper again. It's true. Despite no direct threat to the supply. Social media posts show empty shelves at retailers like Costco, fueling concerns of a TP shortage. However, experts attribute the perceived shortage to hoarding behavior rather than actual supply issues. Most toilet paper in the U.S. is produced domestically, and manufacturers have an adequate buffer of inventory now. What the experts are saying about the strike and its effect on products. Toilet paper, mostly domestic, not likely impacted. Consumers will not likely see an impact right away. Most holiday retail goods have already arrived from overseas. Bananas are likely affected by the strike since they're imported. Imported chocolate and specialty meats could be affected. Imported beer, liquor, and wine from places like Germany, the UK, and France could be impacted. But most retailers have made contingency plans already. Don't freak out.
Good thing all my liquor comes from Kentucky.
Well, that's good. And on that note, are you ready to load up both barrels for today's odd news?
I am.
All right, so don't forget we got the news attack off your prep sheet, and then I sent you the extra sheet with the wacky but true stories, because we got some extras.
Slap some bacon on a biscuit and let's go. We're burning daylight.
It's the world of strange. A
world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
And some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing.
Be afraid.
You know, you look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your odd news on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
As we launch News Attack, I'd like to let you know, first part's true, second part is a bad joke, and Chuck Ritchie's going to kick today's odd news off.
So a study found that rats will make personal sacrifices to rescue a fellow rat, even giving up the opportunity to eat chocolate. Ooh, give up chocolate. I'd really have to know that rat pretty well. Yeah.
Yeah, have to be a good friend.
I thought sacrifices. I thought sacrifices that was going a different direction. They'll make ritual sacrifices to save their chocolate. That's where I was. That's where I would head with that one.
Or trip the other rat so that the zombie gets to them and not you.
Exactly. But save my chocolate.
Because of the longshoremen strike, many Americans are buying up toilet paper because they wrongly believe there will be a shortage. If panic buying leads to actual shorts, toilet paper could be the hot item in trick-or-treat bags.
1 for you, 2 squares for you, 2 squares for you.
Use them wisely.
You're not even wearing a costume. No toilet paper for you.
No. There's
All right.
candy in the inside the roll.
Yeah. so also they think there's a shortage, but it's it'll be a cottony soft 2-ply Armageddon this time at least.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Germany, a hunter free to trap deer stuck in an empty swimming pool. Then he give it a 5-minute head start. Still gonna kill you, but you're free.
I'm gonna give you a head start, boy. Get to running.
Wrong.
Oh,
That's wrong.
that is so wrong. Wow. An employee at a grocery store in Poland was arrested for selling $1,000 worth of meat by stuffing it down his pants. He was caught when he showed up at the emergency room complaining of frostbite. Wow.
That's coming up in odd news. More details. Stick around.
Oh, we need more details on that one.
Yeah, definitely. Researchers found out too much candy in childhood could lead to a life as a violent criminal. Too much candy in your childhood could turn you into a violent criminal. Moral of this story is never pick a fight with a man with cavities.
I'll tell you where my life went wrong, you see.
Yeah.
I ate
It was
too
all
many
the Smarties.
I ate too many sweets as a kid. At one time I had one too many Snickers on a Friday evening. Yeah. Sounds like a noir film.
Yes, and then
Yeah.
somebody handed me a box of Nerds, and I snapped.
It was 1 calorie too many. Yep. So most people are saying the vice presidential debate was quite normal. I thought playing rock, paper, scissors at the beginning to see who went first was fun, though.
So I heard it described by one reporter as sane washing. That Waltz was sane washing Vance by not bringing up the cat story and all the proven lies that they like to spread. That by not bringing that up, he was sane washing Vance. So
I can see that. I think Waltz was trying to be very nice and polite.
very very normal.
Yeah. And even
October's National it's speaking of normal and the election,
Right.
October is National Depression Education and Awareness Month, which coincides with the National Stay the Heck Off Social Media Month.
I wish I could. I wish I could quit you.
And this year they will be extending National Depression Education and Awareness Month until the election's over. Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. It does.
All right, on to the world of wacky but true. We don't add anything to these stories but sound effects and montages from television shows and movies. And here comes Chuck again.
All right. So the owner of a gardening store in Nashville was alerted by a security system of an after-dark intruder. Oh, this one's already giving me the creep, Scott. When he looked at the video feed, he spotted a creepy clown sulking about the plants. Wait, should I have done a trigger warning before this one?
No.
Okay. When the new owner went to communicate with the clown through security system speaker, and the device made a noise, and that's when the clown said, "I'm leaving." Just I'm leaving.
Okay.
That's it. I don't know if that's creepier or less creepy than. Wow.
He's just loitering in there, and when he gets seen, I'm leaving. Okay. Apparently he's still out there, though. Chuck, why are we afraid of clowns?
I'm sure there's a sound scientific reason for it. It has nothing to do with Pennywise.
Okay. Well, I've got some details below that story for you.
Oh, you do? You do?
Yeah.
Oh, because I'm not in the
Right one?
Yep. Okay. So why we're afraid of clowns? Here we go.
Even though I prompted you at the beginning of the show.
You know, you did, Scott, but I wasn't listening, and you know why I wasn't listening? And so this is a cool thing, actually. I was reading. I got a text from Kevin Herda at Valley Drug saying that they had a donation for the raffle ready for me to pick up. So, thank you, Valley Drug, Kevin. Appreciate that. That's awesome. All right.
Well, you catch up. Researchers from the University of South Wales delved into chlorophobia, the fear of clowns. Over half of those surveyed had some level of fear toward clowns. Researchers said the fear of clowns often stems from the inability to see the true emotions of the clown due to their makeup, leading to unease and nervousness.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Sum up all your clown fears right now.
Scary clown. You mean to tell me that our entire defensive strategy was concocted by clowns?
Hey. What other kind of clown is there besides a circus clown?
The Joker. Well, if I only had a nickel for every time he's baffled us. You gotta stop this clowning.
You're gonna die, clown! You think that's funny? I don't hear you. Scary clown.
That's how you deal with a clown.
They are scary, aren't they? Like some people are legitimately traumatized by him.
So when the clown thing was going on, 5-6 years ago, where clowns were just appearing up at random after Pennywise came out and stuff.
Yeah.
I so wanted to do that.
Oh.
Dress up like a clown and just hang out on a street corner with a big knife.
I saw people doing that, and I'm like, man, what a great way to get yourself shot.
Get shot.
Yeah.
All right. Since I kind of stole half that story from you, want to roll out the next one too?
Sure. So a man in the UK had been doing some yard work for elderly couple, needed to move a large number of small and medium-sized tree branches to yard waste recycling center. He didn't own a truck or trailer, so he stuffed his car full with the branches. A police officer said he had never seen anything like it. The man's visibility was so poor, he couldn't see his own dashboard.
Oh, leave me alone. I'm 100 years old. I'm done.
Don't be an Adolf Hitler.
I can hear again, and I can see. I can hear again, and I can see. But who am I? Old woman! Man! Ma'am, sorry.
I have heard there is a tree at the end of the world with a fleece of gold hanging in its branches.
Oh, Ben Johnson. Buried standing up.
What are you doing?
I saw a car like that one time, but it was garbage.
How long does it take to clean up your car afterwards, you know? Like usually when you take it to the dump or whatever in the back of a truck, you just let the wind blow out all the little bits of branches and leaves that get left behind.
Oh, it works the same.
Yeah. You just
roll
down your windows.
The 94, 90 miles an hour, all four windows down.
There you go. The 94. I like it. At 90 years old.
At 90 years. All right.
But sober, Scott. Sober.
This is a short one. Grocery worker walked out with meat in his pants. We talked about this a few seconds ago. Police in Poland pinned a meaty crime on a supermarket employee. They say the man walked out of work with over $1,000 of meat stuffed in his pants.
Oh, I could really sink my teeth into that story.
You gave me no money, but you wanted fresh meat. What am I supposed to do if I can't pay?
You may have seen a meteor shower, but you've never seen a shower meatier than this.
I'm tired of eating that barbecue from up the street. Where to give you more sauce than to give you meat?
You guys gotta try this.
Just don't ask where the meat comes from.
That's a spicy meatball.
Yes, do not ask where the meat came from.
No.
Ever. Oh, man. So in Australia, a man tried to rob a gas station with a boomerang. Police served the man with a public nuisance misdemeanor because nobody was hurt and nothing was stolen in the incident. So So we just
No,
read you that story.
You think you've got problems, mate? I'm the boomerang that doesn't come back.
He's out of here. All right.
Bye. Wow.
I love people from Sweden.
Yeah.
A Swedish family sued after a pastor performed a funeral service, apparently drunk. Pastor also raised eyebrows for his apparently fortuitous, handsy behavior toward the dead man's family members.
Oh.
Yeah, he kissed the hand of the deceased's daughter, gave an exaggerated hug to the 20-year-old granddaughter. Family has now asked for a refund of the funeral expenses.
Oh, work.
Yes, only in Sweden.
The room's fine. We want to book a massage. Yes, Swedish.
What about your Swedish nanny, Helga?
Got enough film in the camera?
Sure, why?
Because if we're lucky, this may turn out to be our Swedish masseuse.
And now for the latest news. Early tonight, the captain of a Swedish icebreaker in the Barents Sea reported seeing a strange red fireball come out of the sky.
That's us. I say meatball.
A Swedish meatball.
That'd be great if meatballs came out of the sky. Yeah, maybe not so much.
I like that show. Yeah.
I bet you'd kill more people than a hail. Anyway, from the cholesterol alone. Oh, so the last one here, a man from Pennsylvania was arrested at a Philadelphia International Airport after TSA officers discovered methamphetamines hid inside an altered shotgun shell. Oh, because the meth wasn't enough of a red flag, you're going to put it inside of a shotgun shell, taking it through the airport.
Yeah, two great ideas.
Right. The man roped right into a third great idea. The man attempted to conceal the shotgun shell under his clothes as he passed through TSA. But he was caught when the scanner alerted authorities. This is like dumb on dumb crime.
I need to get this meth on the airplane. I think I'll use a big bullet.
I'll hide it in my gun. Next to my explosives.
And here's his special montage.
It was a bullet, wasn't it? A bullet that jumped up and bit you. Oh, yes, sir. Bit me directly in the buttocks.
You couldn't even break the skin with that thing.
Oh, it could. It could. It could break the skin. It could lodge under the skin and cause a very bad infection.
Hi, Mrs. Capone.
Could I borrow a couple bullets? We're a little short.
Chance. Just leave me some ammo, little water, some chips if you have them.
Tom, is he okay?
It's fine. Luckily, the bullet hit him in the brain.
Wow.
That's the dumbest ending I think we've ever had on Odd News. There you go.
I can't imagine a dumber crime than that.
No.
I mean, I probably could if I thought about it, but one you're not going to get away with.
I'm sure a lot of people take meth to the airport, but how many people literally take a bullet to the airport? All right.
Man.
It's painful. All right.
You know,
Chuck, what is on this crazy radio station tonight?
Well, tonight from 6 to 8 p.m., we have Out of the Woods. 8 to 9 is Kelton a Twist, and then 9 to 11 is Acoustic Cafe.
All right. Love
So
those
there you
shows.
go, yeah.
What a great lineup on a Thursday night. Check
It
it
is.
out. Don't forget, every night at 6 o'clock, different genres of music.
Mhm.
And Chuck, morning show tomorrow. What's
That's
up?
right. It's myself. It is Craig. I almost said Craig Ferguson, but he is an actor and a comedian. Not Craig McQuain, who is going to be here in the studio with myself and Paula Randall. We're also going to be joined by David Bergman, who is going to be performing on Saturday during Fall Fest.
All right.
There you go.
Will there, since Craig's a musician and David's a musician, will there be any impromptu music on tomorrow's show?
I would really hope so. And, you know, Craig has been pretty good about some days he'll actually play us an intro, a live intro. He'll pick up one of the instruments here in the studio and play us in or out of the show. It's kind of enjoyable when he plays us out of the show and we do our, you know, outro of the show all calm, listen to some nice music on the mandolin or some nice soothing guitar sounds. Yeah.
Does he try to play that one string guitar I left behind?
No, actually, I stringed that guitar. I accidentally, it was originally strung upside down, I accidentally restrung it upside down again because I just replaced the strings as they were.
Oh, I thought it was a left-handed guitar.
No, it's strung upside down. And the tuning pegs or the pegs that hold the strings in are the wrong pegs, so it actually won't hold the tune. So,
wow.
But I do have a couple of better guitars in here now though, and a mandolin, and what would you call that thing? It's a another instrument.
All right.
It's a thing, and
The
a
harpy thing?
didgeridoo and a drum.
Yeah, we got like a harpy thing there.
A harpy thing?
Harpy.
A harpy thing? No.
Wow, Chuck.
Wow.
You better press the button.
I've got one of those the hang drums, you know, the dun, 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 dun. Yeah, so I got one of those too. So
Stop by,
All right.
play a song.
there you go.
And remember what I like to say to Chuck Ritchie as we end the show?
What's that?
Oh, you smell like a winner.
Yeah.
I do. That's because I haven't showered in a week. That's not true at all. All right, everybody. Is that going to do it for us today, Scott? You got any words of wisdom to leave us with?
Yes.
What
You cheesy lot of second-hand electric donkey bottom biters.
I don't know who that's for.
All right. Thank you so much for listening to the.
That's all I had ready to go. All right.
You want to sign us out, Scott?
All right. I love you. Thanks for listening, and stay right here on Northern Lights Public Radio. We are KCHW 102.7.
Put that cookie down now.
Yeah. Think about that bullet story all day.
That one threw me for a loop, man.
Doctor said I wouldn't have so many nosebleeds if I kept my finger out of there.
Wait, I got it. You could play with your magic nose goblin.
Oh.
What good is finding nose gold if I can't share it with the townspeople?
May I have some more nose gold, please? That's it.
What are your specialties?
Cat burgers with catsup. Chicken cacciatore.
Catch you later.